got a 2-3-2? 2-3. Holy f. Islam versus Topuria needs to happen. He's up there with John Jones. Knocked out Bolt, knocked out Max, knocked out Charles. Islam next at 170. Holy f. Who would even fight Ilia at 155 next? Holy f. Thank God he didn't accept my call out.
He probably went down from the first right hand.
The fight world is buzzing with one question. Is Sean O'Malley truly afraid to step into the octagon with Ilia Topuria? After Suga, Sean publicly called out the featherweight champion, a whirlwind of speculation erupted. On one side, fans and analysts argue that O'Malley's quick pivot to a different weight class signals a lack of confidence, a calculated move to avoid a true challenge. On the other, his most loyal supporters see it as a masterful chess move, a strategic power play in the high-stakes world of combat sports. In this video, we're diving deep to dissect the full story. We'll analyze O'Malley's own words, his motivations, and the tactical advantages or disadvantages a fight with El Matador would present. Are we witnessing a champion protecting his legacy, or a masterful self-promoter building anticipation for a future super fight? We'll explore expert opinions and break down the potential matchup, revealing whether O'Malley's actions are a sign of fear or simply another brilliant chapter in the rise of one of the sport's biggest stars. Based on the provided information, Joe Rogan has a long-standing positive relationship with Sean O'Malley. He has commented on O'Malley's physical attributes, describing him as a chilled-out stoner bro in real life, which contrasts with his in-cage persona. Rogan has also spoken about Ilia Topuria's impressive skills and believes that he is a very scary striker and a good grappler. He was particularly shocked by Topuria's head kick knockout of Alexander Volkanovski. When O'Malley called out Topuria, Joe Rogan did not offer a direct opinion on whether O'Malley was scared, but he has expressed his respect for both fighters' abilities.
Ilia Topuria, who's fighting Charles Oliveira at the end of the month, like, that guy is insane. That guy's knocked out two of the greatest featherweights of all time, Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Nobody could knock those guys out in featherweight before, and he did it. And he did it, and he made it look easy. You know, he made it look like they're like he's just on another level from everybody. You know, and then now he's moving up to 155 pounds. He's like decided he cleared out that division. And he's moving up. Like, he's
insane. Yeah,
insane. There's guys like that are just so their level is above everybody else's level. And with Ilia, it's everything. It's his submissions, his kicks, his punches, everything. He can do anything. I mean, he does everything perfect. All his technique is perfect. He's fucking driven and ultra confident. You know, this is an amazing time for the sport, man. It's a crazy time because these guys that are coming in with like one fight in the UFC, they look like world-class contenders, like right away.
Yeah.
After a successful title defense against Marlon Vera at UFC 299, Sean O'Malley surprised many by calling out then featherweight champion Ilia Topuria. He specifically addressed UFC President Dana White, saying, "Give me a jet to Spain, baby. I'm coming for Ilia Topuria." O'Malley acknowledged that Topuria is a scary dude and said the matchup excites him because it would be a huge fight for the fans. The call-out was seen by some as a strategic move to avoid a difficult matchup with the #1 bantamweight contender, Merab Dvalishvili, and instead pursue a money fight in a higher weight class. However, after Topuria went on to win the lightweight title by defeating Charles Oliveira at UFC 317, O'Malley had a different reaction. He admitted he was relieved the fight never materialized, saying, "Thank God he didn't accept my call-out." O'Malley also praised Topuria's performance, comparing him to elite fighters like John Jones, and acknowledging that the featherweight champion is a superstar. He has since lost his bantamweight title to Merab Dvalishvili.
Give us your thoughts on what you would like to do next.
Dana, give me a jet to Spain, baby. I'm coming for Ilia Topuria. And if he doesn't want it, I want Ilia, baby. Give me Ilia.
Why does that fight excite you so much?
He's a scary dude. Ilia excites me. Going up a weight class excites me. But I'm here for whatever. If you guys want me to knock out Merab, I'll do that too. But Ilia's an exciting fight for the people.
Sean, congratulations on an absolutely spectacular performance. It was an honor calling your fight.
I love you, Joe Rogan.
I love you too. Suga Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen.
After O'Malley's call-out of Topuria at UFC 299, Bisping reacted with a mix of intrigue and pragmatism. While he acknowledges that the fight would be a massive spectacle and a money fight, he also has a realistic view of the challenges involved. Bisping has praised both fighters extensively. He has consistently lauded O'Malley's striking, calling him a masterclass and a perfect sniper. But he has also been highly impressed with Topuria's complete skill set, particularly his knockout power, which he has called scary. Bisping has analyzed the potential matchup from a strategic standpoint, weighing O'Malley's striking against Topuria's formidable boxing and grappling. He has not outright said O'Malley is scared, but he has recognized that fighting a larger, powerful, and undefeated champion like Topuria is an enormous risk. He sees O'Malley's move as a clever one, a way to build his brand and create a safe net of options. Bisping understands the financial and legacy-building aspects of a super fight, and while he respects O'Malley's confidence, he also knows the dangers that Topuria represents.
His name is still Suga Sean O'Malley, the very best bantamweight mixed martial artist on the planet. Make no mistake, yes, there's a lot of contenders coming through. There's other champions like Ilia Topuria. We're going to get to all of that stuff in a minute, and who I think Sean O'Malley should face next. But let me tell you, let's just celebrate that win. Marlon Chito Vera is a good friend of mine. We got the same coach, okay? I've got nothing but love and respect for Chito Vera.
Chael Sonnen's perspective on the possibility of a fight between Sean O'Malley and Ilia Topuria is a mix of strategic analysis and promotion. As the bad guy, Sonnen's commentary often leans toward what makes a compelling story and a big money fight. Sonnen has praised both fighters individually, acknowledging O'Malley's unique style and rise to superstardom and recognizing Topuria as a formidable, undefeated champion. When O'Malley initially called out Topuria, Sonnen saw it as a shrewd move. He's a proponent of fighters pursuing either the easiest fight or the biggest payday, and he recognized that a fight with Topuria, while incredibly dangerous, would be a huge financial opportunity for O'Malley and would allow him to bypass a grueling matchup with a top contender like Merab Dvalishvili. Sonnen has stated that the real reason a super fight hasn't happened isn't because of O'Malley's recent loss, but because both fighters haven't yet fully cleaned out their respective divisions. He has not directly said O'Malley is scared, but his analysis of O'Malley's career choices and the move to call out a champion in a different weight class aligns with the idea of a strategic, calculated risk rather than a sudden change of heart. Sonnen often frames these situations as a puzzle, with fighters making moves to maximize their career potential, a perspective that removes the emotional element of fear and replaces it with the cold, hard logic of professional combat sports.
I want him at 145 pounds. That's what I want. He's got the frame for it. He's got the build for it. He's got the attitude. He's even got a desire. And I'm completely convinced of how well he would do in two regards. First off, the top guy bounced, who's Ilia. Second off, the next best thing, Volkanovski, if he doesn't have some luck here, is going to be retired in 2 weeks. That's a reality. And third is look how well Aljo's done. And don't go look at Aljo's record. Try to tell me something. Go watch those fights. Go watch how well Aljo did at everything.
Usman often provides a more measured and technical breakdown. As a former welterweight champion known for his dominant grappling and control, he understands the physical challenges of moving up in weight. While he respects O'Malley's striking, he would likely focus on the tactical problems that Topuria presents. He would acknowledge that Topuria is a physically larger, powerful, and complete fighter. Usman is less likely to engage in the "is he scared?" debate and would instead analyze the matchup from a pragmatic point of view, discussing things like weight discrepancy, the power differential, and Topuria's suffocating pressure and ground game. As a fellow elite wrestler, Usman would likely be most impressed by Topuria's ability to blend his boxing with his grappling, making him a threat everywhere. Cejudo, known as Triple C, brings a more confrontational and provocative style to the conversation. As a former two-division champion, Olympic gold medalist, and a fighter who has also dealt with criticism, he often frames his analysis around the mental and strategic aspects of the fight game. He would likely lean into the "is he scared?" angle, but in a way that generates discussion rather than a simple accusation. Cejudo would likely point out that O'Malley calling out Topuria is a smart business move, as it bypasses a tough opponent in his own division, Merab Dvalishvili, for a higher-profile money fight. He would praise Topuria's all-around skill set, but he would also challenge O'Malley's motivations and the risks involved. Cejudo's commentary would probably focus on how a fight with Topuria is a true test of a fighter's legacy, and he would use the situation to create a narrative.
I've seen this with Brian multiple times. He competes, but it looks like he's a shell of himself.
You two got in there. You stole some of the rounds at the very end. This is the shit that I do. You caught me with my own medicine.
I had to remind myself, it was like, yeah, he's an Olympic medalist, but he won that medal in like 1999.
You out, Joe.
I don't want to be that guy who loses 7 fights in a row.
What are you trying to say?
Because you guys can relate.
Can we?
We would never fight each other. They came to us at like 5-10 million. It's worth a conversation. They thought O'Malley was gonna sell 1 million pay-per-views. If I was on point the way I was with any other fight, that guy was getting squished. I'm not salty about it. But if you want to come up to 145,
Out Jermaine Sterling.
From the moment Sean O'Malley called out Ilia Topuria at UFC 299, the MMA world was in a frenzy, buzzing with anticipation for a champion versus champion super fight between two of the sport's biggest stars. However, a calculated and measured Dana White stepped in to pump the brakes, essentially shutting down the immediate possibility of the matchup. In a move that highlights the strategic chess game of fight promotion, White's decision wasn't a dismissal of either fighter's star power. Rather, it was a business-savvy play to protect his most valuable assets and maximize their potential. He recognized that both O'Malley and Topuria had just begun their reigns as champions and still had crucial work to do in their respective divisions. By not rushing to book the fight, White ensured that the bantamweight division's top contender, Merab Dvalishvili, would get his much-deserved shot, while also allowing Ilia Topuria to continue building his legacy and cementing his dominance at featherweight. White's perspective is always centered on the long game. A super fight between two established, dominant champions will always be more valuable than a rushed, one-off spectacle. And in this case, a patient Dana White is betting on that future payoff.
You say that right now.
Definitely. What do you make of these call-outs of Ilia Topuria? I mean, is that something that you're even considering right now, or is it too soon to be talking about moving divisions?
Well, it's not Tuesday yet.
On Tuesday, maybe we can talk about moving divisions.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know about moving divisions. Yeah. You know how I feel about that. I mean, even Topuria was talking about not fighting anybody in the division after just winning the title.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier, with his background as a two-division champion and elite wrestler, approaches the matchup from a tactical standpoint. While he hasn't directly commented on the potential O'Malley versus Topuria super fight, his analysis of both fighters is telling. On his show, he has broken down Ilia Topuria's wins, particularly his move up in weight to fight Islam Makhachev, noting that Topuria has to be careful about not getting the respect he deserves for moving up. He has also discussed O'Malley's recent loss, comparing his matchup with Merab Dvalishvili to his own rivalry with John Jones. In short, Cormier respects both fighters' skills, but views Topuria as a significant physical and stylistic threat, and he's more focused on the strategic moves both fighters make within their respective divisions. Based on his commentary, Dominick Cruz, a bantamweight legend and one of the sport's most cerebral analysts, has offered a highly detailed breakdown of a potential fight between Sean O'Malley and Ilia Topuria. He has not said O'Malley is scared, but his analysis of the stylistic matchup suggests he recognizes the monumental challenge ahead for O'Malley. Cruz has consistently praised O'Malley's unique striking and footwork, acknowledging him as one of the best at creating distance and landing clean shots. However, when considering Topuria, Cruz would likely highlight the stylistic nightmare he presents. Topuria's relentless pressure, explosive boxing, and ability to seamlessly blend striking with takedowns could neutralize O'Malley's long-range game. Cruz's commentary often focuses on the small details that make the difference in a fight, and he would likely argue that Topuria's raw knockout power and ability to close distance could be a significant problem for O'Malley, potentially cutting off his evasive movements and turning the fight into a power-striking battle where Topuria holds a clear advantage.
Are you interested in fighting Sean O'Malley?
Now, that's the next question that I knew was coming. Am I interested in fighting again? Yes. Do I need to call out one specific person? No. Am I saying no to one specific person? No. And I could also see how that would be a matchup that people are talking about. You know, he feints a lot. He uses his range well. He's tall, he's long. I'm tall, I'm long. I use feint. We have a lot of similarities. And, you know, if he's an up and coming athlete, I'm sure he's watched a ton of my fights and saw how I was successful. And I see that he uses a lot of stuff. So no, I'm not opposed to it, but I haven't talked to Shelby or anything. And I'm just getting back into training again now. I'm nursing bursitis in my left elbow. And once that goes away and I'll be in it this whole month, we'll think of something and we'll get back in there. Before the end of the year, I'm going to fight again.
After an extensive breakdown of the potential matchup between Sean O'Malley and Ilia Topuria, it's clear that the question of whether O'Malley is scared is far from a simple yes or no. The consensus from experts like Joe Rogan, Chael Sonnen, Michael Bisping, Daniel Cormier, Kamaru Usman, and Henry Cejudo is that O'Malley's actions are a strategic business move rather than a sign of fear. Ultimately, a potential super fight between O'Malley and Topuria isn't just a clash of champions, but a fascinating tactical puzzle. The fight is a true test of O'Malley's unique striking and evasive footwork against Topuria's raw power and suffocating pressure. The question for fight fans isn't just who wins, but which style will prove superior. What's your take? Is O'Malley's elusive striking enough to outmaneuver the unrelenting pressure of El Matador? Or will Topuria's devastating power and grappling be the key to victory? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more expert analysis, and ring that notification bell.